let's go ahead and meet the teams in this heat. First up, CIAC on Hill 1, Carl DeStefano. Hill 2, Leon Zhang. Hill 3, Patrick Mead. Hill 4, Peter Kadofsky. Hill 5, Gerald Carlson, and their driver, Ting Wang. Next up, SigEp C on Hill 1, Ernesto Acosta. Hill 2, Thomas Doyle. Hill 3, Anshul Tonker. Hill 4, Justin Yan. Hill 5, John Kaplan. And the driver, Katie Carell. They are pushing Mamba. And then finally, Spirit A on Hill 1, Aquazi A.K. Barefo. Hill 2, Kefel McBurney. Hill 3, Isaiah Edmonds. Hill 4, Wesley Jones. Hill 5, Malik Parker. The driver, Shalina Giawoody. So what do you guys expect to see here out of Spirit? How fast do you think they can make it today?
Well, Spirit we saw last year was like around a 218, 217, which is, I mean, on par with a SigEp B team this year.
Yeah.
So if we see anything like last year, we can probably see them either just edge out SigEp B or fall a couple tenths of a second short.
And I feel like all we've seen is SigEp squad so far. Their C teams up here. It's amazing the depth they've really built up.
Right. I mean, SigEp has, 4 or 5 buggies that they can roll. But here we go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, set.
And perhaps most important to remark upon, CIAC pushing in a kilt.
Yeah, I really hope it's not as windy as it was early this morning. But we'll definitely see what happens with Orca once it gets over the hill. But right now, they're a couple feet ahead of SigEp. Nice transition between Hill 1 and Hill 2.
Yeah, really nice. And that was a pretty fast time, too. About a 17-second Hill 1, and it was really smooth. Hill 2 was really in the right spot. I like his early shove too. Gets him to the crosswalk in about 28 seconds.
Yeah, we also haven't seen a Spirit roll after a Hill 2 shove in the past couple of years. Maybe it's just because of the road conditions.
Did he do it?
Yeah, he did. I know. I was really hoping for it.
Oh man, the tumble.
So Spirit running smooth. I can't remember which buggy this was.
Is this Seraph?
It's either Seraph or Kingpin.
Yeah.
Because it's got the little pointy nose and pointy end. And hitting the stop sign here at about 56. That's pretty good for them.
Yeah.
So I want to see if they can get through the shoot turn and actually keep a lot of their speed. I don't expect any passes here. This is going to be a very kind of vanilla run your own race. And this is Spirits to just be as efficient as they can be.
Right. And I mean, I think it's just about those back hills going all out, trying to get a top 5 time.
That's a nice turn for them.
Wow, that was really clean.
Little bit of a wiggle, but it's as good as they can get. But like they don't roll up much. Look how deep he is already.
Yeah.
He's in the turn. He knows it's not going to go.
Right, but that's smart and experience from Spirit Pusher to start early and keep it
and be there. He was at the right spot. And by the way, that's why I really good.
Yeah.
He is just blasting it up here into the 4 transition. Picked up a lot of time on that Hill 3.
Right. Last year we saw Evan Moss on Hill 4. I'm not sure who we have on Hill 4 this year, but he looks just as fast and is really making up a lot of time.
It's Wesley Jones just blasting there into the 4-5 transition. Malik Parker now going to close things out for Spirit. Can they get sub 217 here? Just blasting on Hill 5.
Wow, that's going to be pretty good. If he can run an 18-second Hill 5, yeah, he's in there. And that's about it, the best we can ever get. He was really deep on 5, though, and that's an interesting technique because he's actually going to run a further distance, but maybe he's happy getting his timing down.
Hey, and he is running a really nice Hill 5 there. 216, 217.6.
He's going to put them right on par with that SigEp. Now, an interesting thing, we always talk about people pacing all these technically, the only person allowed to actually pace is the pusher on the next hill. So, for instance, when the Hill 5 pusher is running almost a third of the way of Hill 4 with the pusher, he's allowed to do that. He's not allowed to touch the buggy. SigEp just crossed.
They're about a 244 maybe.
Which is what we expect. I mean, they're only running C team, so a C team, I mean, they're not going 100%.
There comes CIA in the suits. Gotta love these lower teams, how they keep it exciting, and it's great to see all the hard work from the year kind of culminating, and they get their chance. They get to be there on race day, and they get to wear a kill.
Yeah, right.
Right. And we saw a time we expected from Spirit. Definitely a little bit better of a performance this year than we saw last year. With about a 2:17 time, they shaved about a second off from last year.
And you know, your point is valid in how you do the pacing. And the pacing rule is kind of odd. You know, if someone can run next to me and make me faster, I want them next to me all the time because I want to be a little faster in everything I do. To your point of a Hill 5 guy being next to the Hill 4, he's really getting his timing down so he can follow behind that buggy. And it's all about how the buggy rolls. And Spirit really showed a lot of wisdom in what they were doing. Having the Hill 3 guy that deep, we don't see anymore.
No.
And he knows that buggy and where it's going to be, and that was really important for him to do it. If he wasn't there, that's a 2-second differentiation.
Oh, absolutely.
Then the Hill 5 guy, maybe he's doing the same thing. Maybe he knows he's got to get behind this thing. And it's really, that was one of the, that's actually a standout from the year. I don't see too many teams that really know their buggies that well, and that's really actually pretty impressive.
And it also comes with knowing your other pushers and getting in sync at push practices and at rolls to say, I'm going to start a little bit earlier on this roll. Why? Because it's going to shave off tenths of a second or an incomplete second between, you know, your Hill 3, Hill 4. That could shave, that second might put you from third place to first, depending on what the day is.
Great job by Spirit. You know, I'd like to see those guys kind of really get heavily competitive again. I know when I was a chairman, the only reason I worked as hard as I did and those sleepless nights was because of Spirit. So that competition and these teams that could really be there all the time is a great motivator to keep this thing competitive and exciting.
Right. Speaking of which, we're about to see a